Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Pepper, and today I'll be unboxing Marvel United. This is a game from Command Games, cool mini or not, and it's also designed by Eric Lang, which is surprising because I know him mostly for games like Blood Rage and Cthulhu Death May Die, Rising Sun. Definitely games that are a bit heavier than this, both physically and in kind of the complexity. But yeah, so this is more of a light-hearted game compared to those. Which, well, okay, I'm having a hard time getting this. I don't know why I'm trying to take the plastic off like a sleeve here. But yeah, so this is our first Marvel-themed game, I believe. Oh boy. Not sure why I didn't just cut the whole piece of plastic. There we go. But yeah, our first Marvel-themed game. We've been looking out for one that we thought would fit our kind of the games we like, and this one we'd heard it's pretty light in complexity, and that was a worry and probably why we didn't back it initially on Kickstarter. Okay, there's boxes stuck on here. But yeah, so we didn't back it initially, and even though there was all that content, and it was very tempting, but we ended up not, and kind of felt good about that decision for a while, as it was still thought to be a pretty light game and not for everybody. But I believe Z Garcia ended up having it in his top 10 of all time. I might have that wrong, but I think it was. And that was just, he kind of agrees that just base game, it's a pretty light game and not that much to it, but with all of the additional content that there is for this game, and there is quite a bit, just kind of thinking about the Marvel universe and all the characters you can include, quite expansive. But yeah, including that kind of pushed it up his all-time rankings so far, and with that I kind of started to regret not backing it, and that led to getting this. So yeah, so this is just the base game, so we'll have to see how much we do like it, and I don't know if I hope I like it or I don't like it, because if I like it, probably going to be getting a lot of that expansion, a lot of those expansions as well, which is probably not the best thing to do. Spending more and more money, because it's probably be one of our most expensive games very quickly if we did love this. But yeah, we got tokens here. The rule book was not too long, quite a few illustrations. Got all these different tokens for different bad guys and villains and exclamation points, heartbeat tokens, different resources, I believe, that you can use to activate your actions. Yeah, some pop out very nicely, very easily. I would say standard thickness for the cardboard. Got a nice little lid to the insert. I always like when there's a lid to the insert, so everything is kind of held in place even more. We're going to save that stuff for later, although you can see it pretty clearly now. Here are map tiles, I believe, the different locations. Avengers Tower. Got Stark Labs, Central Park, SHIELD Headquarters, SHIELD Helicarrier, Times Square, New York Police Headquarters, Avengers Mansion. Yeah, I really like the artwork in these. Very cool, very colorful. Kind of bringing to life those locations from the movies. Probably I would say easily my favorite franchise of movies, and just very excited to kind of get to play in that universe. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to rip this. Here is the villain dashboard. Looks pretty clearly laid out. Again, I don't think it's a super complicated game, and it looks like all the iconography is pretty clear. Got Taskmaster, Ultron, and Red Skull. So those will be the villains included in this game, and it looks like they each kind of have their own unique abilities and possibly win-loss conditions as well, maybe. But yeah. So we've got some cards here. Do not have an assistant right now, so I'm going to have to open these myself. Okay. First up, we have the card backs. Very cool. We get that kind of, I think it's chibi look, just for the characters. Kind of huge heads on their tiny little bodies. Pretty cute look for the characters. I think it works for kind of what I think the game is going to be and kind of the weight of it. I think that artwork really works. I really like it. Kind of makes it a little cutesy, but still not losing anything when it comes to the Marvel theme. But yeah, I got a few different types of cards here for the different characters. I'm guessing there's going to be some similarities between these cards, but I'm guessing some very unique abilities as well. But yeah, very cool, very cool. Hulk smashing. Oh boy, gonna drop all these cards. Captain Marvel. Kind of feels weird as kind of you start off with, I believe, included is Black Widow, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk. And that's kind of the classic original set of Avengers, like missing Thor and Hawkeye, of course, but then you just throw in Captain Marvel, who was introduced very late in the franchise. So it feels a little weird. But I think Thor is kind of in his own set, featuring a few different kind of Asgard characters from there. So that makes sense why they kept him separate, and of course to sell more things and make more money. Can't put all the best characters in the base game. And you've got some villain cards. Red Skull. Ooh, I thought it said defeat. I was like, oh, maybe there are multiple defeat conditions. Got Ultron, some Ultron cards, Taskmaster cards, some challenge cards. But yeah, let's look at these. But yeah, just a lot of different unique effects for the... Oh, what is this? And kind of in here, there's a cube. Was not expecting that, and was not expecting it to just randomly be sitting right there. That's interesting. I assume this is the Tesseract. I believe kind of Red Skull was going after, and Captain America. So that's cool that is in there. That's weird that it was just sitting loose right there, but I don't know if that's the intention or not, but yeah. Let's get into kind of the best thing in this box, and that is these miniatures, which look very cool at first look, but let's look at all of them kind of closer up here. Let's focus in. It's Black Widow, kind of putting her skills to work here. Ninja skills, I'll say. Not quite ninja, but here is Iron Man. Very cool. Kind of everyone getting a superhero pose. Get Captain America. Got the shield. Again, very cool. How many times can I say very cool? Got Hulk, a little bit bigger for Hulk. Got Captain Marvel. The Wasp. I like that she's standing on a D6 there. Just kind of show how small she is. Okay, that she's shrunk down here. That's a cool detail. Got Red Skull. Let's see if he can hold this. It's a little big for his hand, but I can try to hold it. Taskmaster. It's kind of really cool. He's got a shield there, and a sword, kind of using everyone else's abilities. I'd be interested to see how he plays in the game, because that's a really cool concept for a villain, and I'd like to see how that is implemented. Got Ultron. And Ant-Man, who Wasp is on a die, and it looks like he is on a quarter. That is, that is really cool that he's on a quarter. Yeah, really cool. These are some really nice miniatures. My favorite, I don't know. I kind of I love Red Skull, especially when I had that Tesseract in his hand. That looked really cool. Otherwise, I do really like the Wasp and Ant-Man and how they're standing on these tiny objects. But yeah, they're very cool miniatures, and that looks like everything other than this insert, which looks like a really good one. But yeah, that's everything in Marvel United. Check out our first impression on this game. It should be posting along with this video. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.